Welcome to the first episode of Right-Sizing Your Life. My name is Jenna Chmielewski. I am a seniors real estate specialist with ERA Reardon Realty. Prior to my real estate career, I worked in senior living and senior health care for more than a dozen years in mid-Michigan. While I work with people at all stages of life, I maintain my passion for helping those 55 plus and their families when it comes to the next stage in life. In my time in senior living, I have connected with some amazing resources that help my clients make their next move as smooth as possible. So you ask, what exactly is a seniors real estate specialist, or SRES for short? An SRES is a real estate agent that is uniquely qualified to help home buyers and sellers who are 50 plus. The designation is awarded only to agents who have pursued additional education to help older adults and their families with later in life real estate transactions. SRES designees also draw upon the expertise of a network of specialists like estate planners, CPAs, financial planners, and are connected to local community resources and their services. What is the benefit of using a seniors real estate specialist? To help you understand all of the important choices that lie ahead, to completely understand the emotional aspect of making these choices, to provide financial information and other useful resources, to help you make educated decisions about available housing options, to plan the best strategy for finding you the right property. Monthly on Right-Sizing Your Life, we will cover important topics that buyers and sellers 50 plus and their families want to know to navigate through the different phases of their life with buying and selling homes. I will bring some of the connections in my network to educate you on topics like downsizing, long-term care, financial planning, estate planning, and more. With me today is Leigh MacCready with ReNest. Leigh MacCready is a professional organizer who provides downsizing and decluttering services in the mid-Michigan area. ReNest is a residential organizing service that helps you declutter, downsize, right-size, and plan your living spaces for better order and function. Leigh is also my partner in the Right-Sizing 101 videos that you can find on my Facebook page, as well as my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining us today, Leigh.
Thanks, Jenna.
Leigh, you and I have been working together for a long time, and I just love the way your mind works. In my years of senior living, the process of downsizing was one of the biggest reasons why older adults would not move forward into either a condo, a smaller home, an apartment, retirement community. You provide amazing resources and services to help people at any stage of their life to right-size and move forward.
Thank you so much, Jenna. Appreciate that.
Leigh, you're so beneficial to people getting their homes ready to sell. What do you recommend homeowners do when preparing to list?
Well, the great thing about moving, Jenna, is you have a tendency to downsize in the process. At least most people do. But if you haven't been downsizing along the way, you may have a bigger task than you thought you were going to have. And so if you're going to get your house ready to sell soon, I just want to say it may feel daunting, but it is very doable.
So Leigh, what is the first thing that sellers should tackle?
Well, I think the easiest thing to start with is just get the trash out of the house. I'm talking about mail, I'm talking about magazines, maybe broken lamps or something that could go to recycling or donation. Just think of it as a first round. Go through, use heavy duty garbage bags. And you may even want to get one of those leaf stands that people use in their yard to collect their leaves and put the bag in there so it just stays standing up, and get rid of things. Take sensitive material and shred it. Also, I would go out in the yard and look around and see what things may have been left behind after the snow melts. Like, leftover from fall cleanup, old dead plants and, plastic containers that the plants were in, and get rid of all of those as well.
After all that stuff is taken care of, what would you focus on next?
Well, my area that I love is furniture. I think that's really important as far as real estate agents want to show spaciousness in a room. I think it's important to show the room's functionality. And so making sure that furniture is well planned in each space is very important. Usually on the first visit, I like to go through the entire house and see what other furniture might be laying around that you've forgotten about that maybe might look better in a space than what you have there already. And also think about, what do we need to pare down in this room to make the room look better and be more spacious?
That makes sense. Can you give us an example of what's worked with one of your clients before?
Just this last fall, I was working in a home with a couple, and the wife had a nice wood nightstand next to her bed. The husband had a plastic folding table, which I'm sure he had because he had a lot of stuff on it. So it was functional for him, but it just didn't look really good. So I found another wooden stand in the house that complemented her nightstand. We folded up the folding table, put it away in the closet, and at the same time, they had opposite lamps. And we didn't have matching lamps to use in the room, but we used lamps that were the same size and had kind of the same personality, same material and everything, so that it was a more uniform look for them.
Anything else with furniture that you would recommend?
Well, if you're going to buy a new sofa for your new home or a new recliner, maybe do it now. Or consider putting slip covers. I mean, one of the things I've learned is that people don't replace their sofas as often as maybe they should, and when they start to look old and tired, it makes your house look old and tired as well.
Leigh, I love how you think outside the box. I know one of the struggles for a lot of my sellers is depersonalizing their home. What would you recommend to a homeowner when they want to depersonalize?
Well, you're the real estate agent, so you know that we're supposed to take down all the family pictures, and I think that's really important. I think it's also important, though, to take that time to look at those pictures, put them away, but maybe you want to get new frames, or maybe when you're moving, you don't want to have all of those same pictures up on the wall. So think of it as multitasking, because you're taking down and depersonalizing the home, but you're also kind of getting ready for those pictures and where they're going to go in their new space. Maybe new frames, maybe different pictures, and maybe it's time to get all those photos digitalized. There's great resources right in Jackson to do that for you as well. The other thing, though, with depersonalizing is we are in an election year, and I think we're in a very divisive time. So it's important to keep your home neutral. So think of the clubs and affiliations that you may belong to. Do you have anything in your house that maybe you should put away so as to not offend the potential homeowner or home buyer?
Yes, our kids won't know the difficulties that we have, or our parents have, and our grandparents have with all those boxes of photos.
Yeah, there certainly is a lot. I'm a collector. I'm the daughter of a collector. My mom was an antiques dealer. I'm an antiques dealer. I'm also buy vintage, and I'm a former retailer. So I have a lot of stuff. It's contained, but I have a lot of stuff, so I know what that is like. I think it's really easy to have all of our stuff just be part of our landscape. And sometimes our shelves and cupboards and our surfaces in our home actually become overpopulated with knickknacks, and we don't even recognize it anymore because we've been living with it for so long. So I say, look at the surfaces in your home, the bookshelves, the tables, all those different places. Can you pare them back a little bit? I mean, think of what you do with a paring knife. We just need to pare things down a little bit. And interior designers will tell you, things look better in odd numbers. So if you have 10 things, let's say on your mantle, try 3, try 5. See how it looks to your eye. So another thing to think about are kitchen counters. I mean, buyers, and they want kitchen counters that look like there's a lot of space so they can prepare meals and everything. So, and some people like things on their kitchen counters, but I say clear the counters and make it look as spacious and as clean as possible.
Lately, I've heard you talk a lot, either in person, giving educations, or on your blog about closet organization. Share a little bit about that with us, please.
Okay. Well, first thing I want to say, if you have a front hall closet, most people are going to be coming in the front door. So that front hall closet is probably going to be the first closet that might get opened. And if it does, make it look good. That is a first impression. And this is where I like to have hangers that match. And I understand people don't always want to invest in those hangers, but this is really maybe a good place to have that uniform look of hangers. Pare it down, make it look really neat. The other thing about closets, whether it's the bedroom closet or the front hall closet, is look at what's on your shelves. So a lot of people put gloves and hats, or they may fold sweaters or jeans on their shelves. And it can look really messy and it's hard to keep clean. So I would just say, go out and buy bins or baskets and put those things by category in the bins or in the baskets on the shelf. The bonus is you get to take them to your new house with you and use them again. The other bonus is when you get the call from a realtor and it's time to show the house, it's easy to throw something in the bin or the basket to make it look super tidy. But it just makes the closet look clean and neat and organized, and at the same time it makes it look like you've been taking good care of your house. The other thing in clothing closets is to take out your off-season clothes and put them perhaps in luggage that you're not using. So again, what you're doing is you're packing for your move at the same time you're getting your house ready to show. And downsize your clothes. I always believe in that. And take them to either Goodwill or St. Vincent's are great places because they work with textile recyclers. So if your items are either stained or torn, they're going to recycle them. As far as linen closets go, I think it's important to, again, make them look neat. You may want to consider a bin. You may want to consider downsizing old sheets and towels. Sometimes we don't do that as often as we should. But instead of just getting rid of them, you can actually use them to pack your items with. Like a lot of times I've been in a home and we've used dish towels or washcloths to kind of pack in the boxes to protect everything. The other thing with linens is if you have space in your dresser drawers and you want to save a lot of your linens, that might be a good place to put them to show that there's more wiggle room in the closet. And consider getting a new bedspread and new hand towels for the bathroom. Because guess what? You can take them with you. So they're double duty. You get to use them and enjoy them now, and they make your home look fresher.
Leigh, thank you so much for coming today. I appreciate you. Again, Leigh and I have been working together for a long time. As a professional organizer, she is one of the biggest assets that I have in my network as being a seniors real estate specialist. If you are interested in what we talked about today, feel free to go to my Facebook page, which is Jenna Chmielewski, Realtor, ERA Reardon Realty. Or you can find my YouTube channel as well, and we have a whole series of 10 videos that you can follow. And we will be continuing our discussions with right-sizing your life down the road. If you have any questions in the meantime, feel free to give me a call. You can reach me at area code 517-937-5232 or visit me on my website at realtorjennacares.com.